If you've been following my videos, you know that I missed out on my primary objective of this season, which was to qualify for the Ironman World Championships, which has been and gone now. It was really disappointing. I thought that I was going to be able to achieve it, truly, honestly, and I missed out. And I didn't miss out by too much. In Leeds, I was running in third, fourth place for the majority of the run until the last 10k, where I then capitulated, as I have done in quite a few Ironmans in the past. Leeds being my maybe third one this season after South Africa and Austria, which did not go that well either. But it was tantalisingly close, like 2 minutes or just over 2 minutes to Kieran, who ended up getting the last World Championship slot. And it brought into question quite a few things with regards to my training and my racing performances, and just making sure that I was making the right decisions for me and doing the right things to be the best that I can be going forward, because I don't want to keep on being subpar or not delivering what I'm capable of doing, in my opinion. Because I have had good performances and Ironman performances in the past. Like Roth last year was good, I came 8th, and I think in a decent time, about 7:50-ish. And Almere was really good, 7:47, and came 2nd. So those were good performances. I know that I'm capable of good performances, and yes, the level has increased and it's improved, and a lot of people are doing a lot better. But that's not to say that I'm not capable of doing better myself, obviously. Like, if I didn't believe that, then I wouldn't still be doing what I'm doing. So I think that a change and a change of approach to my training was necessary, just so that I was able to kind of execute the back end of that race as well as the rest of it. Since my last Ironman, I've had to make a few changes. It's because it's not working, essentially. I need to get a little bit better at that back end of an Ironman. There's been some pretty significant changes and some like not so significant changes, but also necessary ones. I essentially think that in order to achieve my potential, something needed to change. And it's scary doing change, because I've been doing the same thing for years. It was obviously a bitter pill to swallow. Like, that's the first major goal that I've missed in a long time. So yeah, standing up on that podium is tough when you've missed out, and you know, the guy next to you is getting handed his slot to Nice. Well deserved, obviously, but I want to be that person, and I need to change something in order to achieve that goal for next season. And the issue is that I don't know what I don't know. I'm trying to learn on the go. Me and my coach were just not long course experts in that realm at all. We just hadn't done it for very long. So there was so much to learn, so much to kind of experience. And I think because people have that experience, or are working with people that have that experience, are shortcutting that journey, and I needed to take that step in order to be able to shortcut it myself. Not shortcut it, because there's no shortcuts, but you know what I mean. Like, getting a coach who knows what he's doing benefited me, or will benefit me hopefully going forward, because again, they've taken people to be where I want to be. And that's the same for me as a coach. I want to be able to take people to where they haven't been, but I have been in some respects. I've been to an elite professional standard. I've been to the World Champs. I've done well at the World Champs. I've done Ironmans in decent times. But again, taking that to the next level now, to that kind of, okay, you need to improve this run at the back end of the marathon by another 5-10 minutes. That requires something different, because I haven't been able to do that myself. So yeah, I do need to be stronger, better, faster, more disciplined in certain areas of my life. I need to train appropriately, more specifically, and do the things that are required to be at my best. And again, I didn't know what that was at the time. I thought I was doing all the right things. I thought I was getting on very well, and in some respects I was. And maybe I just haven't had the season that I necessarily deserve, in quotes, because obviously you get what you deserve, but this is the first season where I haven't necessarily executed or delivered my potential, in my opinion. 23 and 24 were seasons that I thought I did very well in, and despite the results, that aside, I thought that I delivered what I was capable of, and that's all you can really ask for in a race. If you've done the training, you just want to deliver that potential. It's the first run in a long time that I've done with a group, or a small group. It's been nice, but no, I get very few opportunities at the moment to run with a group, especially after swimming, so it's been quite nice. And it's decent weather at the moment. Isn't that right?
Ain't that right? Right, come into your car.
Yeah. So just an easy 10k trot. This is a easy recovery day basically, but long aerobic. So nothing too strenuous. You're travelling?
Travel day today.
Yeah. Going, where are you going?
Back to Jersey, then
The
to
homeland.
France,
Yeah.
then back to Jersey, then off to Italy.
Nice.
2 weeks.
Jesus.
Yeah.
He's taking my bike box. So better come back in one piece. I think I've fallen short of that quite a few times this year, and there's multiple reasons for that. I think obviously doing an Ironman or focusing on Ironman reduces the opportunities to deliver. It is also harder to deliver an Ironman in comparison to a 70.3. So there's a few things going on, and life things as well. I've had a lot of noise, good noise, but noise. Got a new house, been doing a renovation, got a dog, proposed to M. Like there's lots of things going on, but obviously all of that is a little bit noisy, and I need to just make sure that I settle down, quieten down, and just focus solely on the training and delivering a race performance that I can be proud of. God, it is windy. Ugh. Yeah, like there's obviously some things that haven't changed, this being one. Long rides, I mean, with a noticeable difference of I'm riding with no one currently. They're all racing this weekend. Hopefully they'll do well, in good nick. But yeah, no, it's a bit different because originally I didn't have these long rides with people, and that was going to be quite tough because I like riding with people, and just having a different program is it's so much easier to do things with others. Kind of motivates me. It makes sure that I'm turning up to sessions at the right time. I have somewhere to be, someone to not let down, for example, and just little things like that. So if I wasn't to be doing those things anymore after 7 years of working with a squad, I think I really would have struggled. So we've now got a happy medium in the program where I'm spending normally far more of the time with the squad, but actually I have to do a few things on my own. And the main reason for that is the intensity distribution. It's different to what I have been doing. It's not necessarily more load, it's just divvied up differently throughout the week. Specificity is the name of the game. I essentially have to be, well, I am being more specific to Ironman because I've been in a short course squad most of my triathlon career. So now that I'm doing more of the full distance, which does require some specifics, I think it's far more important to do those specifics, funny enough, rather than what I was doing in the short course squad, which doesn't translate too badly into 70.3. If anyone's got any recommendations or tips or anything, please do leave them in the comments below in terms of delivering a full Ironman performance, or if you've seen anything that you think on my YouTube channel that you think, oh, well, he's obviously doing this wrong, why doesn't he just do that? And yeah, sure, there are probably a couple of those things, and I want to know. I'm here to learn. I'm very receptive of all these things. I'm all ears, so to speak, because at the end of the day, I need to make that jump to the next level, and I do need help doing it, which I'll go into a little bit more on in coming videos as well. I have changed coaches, and I think that that's really exciting. I think that it will make a huge difference. I think any change at the moment would have been a good thing, but I truly believe in the decision that I've made, and I think it will be good for me.
Other things I'm doing differently, I am consuming more carbohydrates, and that's not because I needed them before, it's because of that different intensity distribution. I am craving more carbs, so smashing the precision hydration, carbs, heavy carb meals. However, finding I'm not craving those sweet treats anymore, probably because I'm having more of the carbohydrates during sessions. The carb burn rate is obviously far higher. This will do other things obviously, but yeah, just got to be on top of that fueling and nutrition in and around training, far more so than I used to. Almost bonked for the first time ever on Saturday. That was pretty grim. I think it was 4 hours in. Obviously I've bonked before, but in the past 4 years, very rare have I bonked, and it was not a tough ride in the slightest. In fact, very pedestrian. Like I said earlier, swimming has stayed largely the same. The focus has been more so on the bike and the run, mainly because that's where I struggle more so than not in these races, especially the last 10k of the run. So that specificity is built around that. Oh, this is a steep climb. And I have already noticed that my legs are taking a battering, even though some of the stuff isn't as high, like solid intensity for long durations. It's obviously the build-up of load over the week is taking its toll. I think that I'm getting a lot of satisfaction out of that, which is great, because obviously a change in training is exciting, especially when you feel like you're progressing. It's not always just ticking things off nice and easy. Not that my training before was particularly easy, it was just different and I gotten used to it. So I have far more adaptations, hopefully, from these changes.
Anyway, enough of that. Thank you so much for watching another video. Do hit that subscribe button and hit that like button and leave a comment below on any advice that you have for me. And I'll see you in the next one.
So yeah, that's pretty much the crux of it. So cycling 1 day less a week, running 1 day less a week, but overall run volume is similar in terms of distance. Bike volume is down a little bit, but like I said, the load and intensity is different, and my legs are certainly feeling that. And yeah, just being on top of things, making sure that I'm getting enough recovery, food, fuel, rest, and kind of just executing sessions as they're planned. That's all I can do really, and hopefully that'll bode well for the next big race, which I'll announce in the next couple of videos. Ticking along nicely.